Okay, so welcome back and thanks for tuning in. Today we have a sneaker unboxing and initial impressions of the new Yeezy 350 V2 in the Dazzling Blue colorway. And I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy on Instagram at Muskoka Kicks for providing me with these today. Thanks to you. And let's check these out, and please check him out on Instagram or the gram at Muskoka Kicks. So I have a couple of 350 V2s myself, and I'd like to talk about that in a little minute here. Wow. So I think this is the reason why I would love this shoe. Right there, I just saw it as soon as I opened up the package. And that is these little blue speckles, all found throughout. None of the 350s that I have the blue speckles throughout. But talk about a beautiful shoe. Of course, you got a classic outsole, and I like that it's dark. I like a dark outsole, and I also like the very dark. Most of the Yeezys I find have a white or clearer translucency to the midsole. I like the dark ones, and even though they're dark, they still remain translucent, which is very nice. So let me pull the second one out. And I also like the, let's get this out of the way. And I also like the way the St. Pablo loves you sign goes. Now, I'll tell you a little story. I eventually got these and paid resale for them, because I'll tell you why. I didn't get them on the drop when they happened last year. And so what I did before I got these, I bought a couple pair of Yeezys thinking that they would scratch that itch. But in fact, this is what scratched the itch for me. And what I'm trying to say here is, I think these would have scratched my itch if I wouldn't have got these. So I tried to get, this was my first pair that I got, and then I got a couple of pair of 380s, and also these that I wear as slippers, which are my monomists. And I still always had this apple in my eye, and so I went out and got it on the secondary market. And what I'm trying to say is, I think that this, wow, to be honest with you, I prefer the knit pattern on the medial side much more than this, because of these speckles. This is just a solid knit, and it's hard to really see the detail. You can't really see if there's detail. But with this, you can, it adds a layer. Wow. It has the zebra stripe. It has the old school zebra stripe, but the zebra stripe is the little blue dots. It's those little blue dots all throughout. So the reason I think that Yeezy may be losing some of its hype or some of the novelty, of course, well, first of all, I think they look great on my foot. I think my foot, even though my toes kind of pucker up in the front, I think they make the foot look nice. I mean, I'm not saying that's the right way to do it. The foot should probably be natural, but if you're going out or doing something for not too long, I think these are sort of a dressy shoe. They complement the look of the foot. Your foot looks elegant in them. However, I think there's a little bit of a novelty that's wearing off, and I think the reason is a couple reasons. The first, of course, is that there's a saturation in the market. There's lots of pairs out there. But the other is that there's no hype, or the hype is dying down. Now, you could say that's because of reason number one, that there's saturation in the market. But it's also, I think, you could increase the hype with collaborations. And this is where Adidas and Nike, I think, are different in their current state. And if you look at all the different, like Nikes that I have here, for instance, the Travis Scott Jordan 6. This is just another Jordan 6. I brought up my Bacons, and here's some Jordan 3s. Look at all the different layers they have. Now this is maybe because it's old school technology and they had to do it this way. But look at the different layers of, or different items of individuality that you could recreate throughout this sneaker. All the different panels. And maybe that's, again, an example, or as just from using cow on your shoe. But with Adidas's that are nice, I usually only buy the knit. And the knit look very beautiful as far as streamlined and clean. But I think maybe long term, you can individualize something like this in different ways. Whereas with something like this or this, you're just changing the colors out, and I think people are maybe getting tired of that. So anyways, I think it's a beautiful pair of shoes, and I'd be proud to own it. And I really love the blue speckles, and like everybody says, go half a size up. For this one, this seems like the older version, like the classic, like this, like I said. So the classic versions, before the Zions, once you get the Zions, or even before that, this is the Israfils, they have this patch here that's sort of a loose, and then it becomes hard again up here. So the sizing, I think, is a little bit different, but still I would go half size up no matter what. But with these old school ones, I would almost recommend a full size up, but whatever, that's up to you. I don't want to be tripping over my toes. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you like my unboxing.